This is the last installment of Intriguing Prospects as we prepare for the draft. And our lads are definitely feeling a draft this time of year. So make sure you get your guide by going to ourlads.com and clicking on Buy Draft Guide at the top of the page. You'll be directed to a form that you can fill out to purchase the guide, either the digital edition, which you can get right away in your email, or the book, which a lot of our customers, a lot of our subscribers prefer. Moving on to the intriguing prospects, the HBCU every year turns out solid players who fly under the radar. Offensive tackle Anim Dankwah of FCS Howard is a gigantic man with massive size and length. 6'07" tall, 353 pounds, 35-inch arms, and an 85-inch wingspan. He's a fascinating story as he moved from Ghana as a 9-year-old to Canada, where he attended high school and first discovered football as a freshman. He found his way to the States as an international student at Howard University. He played as a graduate student this past year, and it led to an East-West and Combine invite. He was one of 2 HBCU players invited to the Combine. He played left tackle and has decent quickness for his size to go with extreme upper body power. He's powerful and uses that wide frame well. He can be a mauler. And straight up blocks, he can drive an opponent into the ground as he keeps his feet moving and can engulf a defender. His massive wingspan and long arms make it difficult for edge rushers to get around him in the pass rush. His movement skill is a work in progress as he lacks desired lateral movement and footwork at this point. He's not a bad athlete, and he's improved. He most likely lacks the bend to move inside and play against interior defenders. That said, finding a player with his size is rare. His length and power are what NFL teams love, and he'll get a shot to develop. It will be interesting to see what a skilled offensive line coach can do with him. The next 2 players were not at the Combine and have definitely flown under the radar. Isaac Ukwu is a Trace Bates edge prospect from Mississippi. He transferred from James Madison, where he was first team All Sun Belt in 2022. He flew under the radar probably because of that transfer. And we love guys like this that are not being talked about but have a lot of redeeming qualities. He has imposing length and surprising athletic ability for his size. Mostly aligned as a wide 9 and a 2-point stance, but has some 5 and 3 technique reps. He's also been used in coverage to drop to the flat from a wide 9. His length is on display in the pass rush as he can get those long arms up to stress quarterbacks' release. With his long arms and wingspan, he plays substantially taller than his actual height. He flashes quickness at the snap, power, and range to pursue. He has agility and can make plays all along the front with range to the perimeter. He's effective at hitting inside gaps when aligned inside. He plays tall at times, and his anchor is inconsistent against powerful blockers. He flashes pass rush technique and is a relentless player chasing quarterbacks. Not as productive as his traits show, but his upside is there, and some team will give him a shot to develop. Jowon Briggs of Cincinnati is an interior defender that's another guy who has redeeming qualities that a team just might love. He doesn't fit the typical mold of an NFL interior defender, but he plays with a high motor and just makes plays. He turned heads at the Cincinnati Pro Day with a 5 flat 40, 39 reps in the bench press, and an impressive performance during drills. He's versatile, as he's lined up all along the front, including on the edge and as a 5 technique. His length is not ideal, but his speed at 313 pounds makes him an intriguing prospect for sure. Quick at the snap, he can penetrate and pursue in the backfield. He shows power attacking blocks and keeps his feet moving. As a pass rusher, he flashes a club and arm over move and can beat a blocker off the line. He has a closing burst in pursuit. He has a tendency to play tall, and his lack of ideal length is observable taking on blocks as he has some trouble separating and disengaging. More of a straight line player than a guy with great lateral agility, but his snap quickness and power are what NFL teams look for in a versatile defender. He'll probably go late, but you can't ignore the way he plays, and teams will love his motor. He'll get a shot to develop into a solid rotational player. So that wraps up intriguing prospects for this year. And to see all of our intriguing prospects, as well as all of the prospects that we have written reports on, go to ourlads.com and click on Buy Draft Guide at the top of the page. It will take you right to where you can go to order the guide for this year.